Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do at-home acrylics like this. I do my own acrylics at home, and this is my sister, so I just did her acrylics. So if you guys want to see how to do a full set at home, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is clean the nails, so I'm just using some basic nail polish remover on a paper towel. Doing this carefully. And I mean carefully because I'm trying not to remove my own nail polish, but this is just going to clean off oils. Girl, you're going to have to put your phone down.
Why?
Because I need your other hand. Next thing we're going to do is start prepping the nails. So I'm going to, she doesn't want her nails cut, but I was about to cut them. But you do want to cut them now, if that's what you want. Otherwise, you can just file them down. I'm just going to make them and kind of even them out. I'm going to prep the top of the nails. So to do that, I'm pushing the cuticles back with a cuticle pusher, and I'm using a file to file the tops of the nail. This is where you kind of want to use an electric nail drill. I don't have one at the moment. I actually just ordered one in the mail, so I'm excited for that. But you can use an electric drill to prep the tops of the nail. Now going in with the file, and I'm just using that to...
I hate this part.
Why?
It's killing my nail bed. No, that's good. That's good.
It's just removing the top layer.
Yes,
that way your other ones will stick. Also use a little cuticle clipper for any gross little cuticles. Now I'm going in with my extremely cheap handheld nail drill. This is not good, but it's okay with like this part. So I'm just switching back and forth between the drill and the file because it does the same thing, and it's just a little bit easier and a little bit quicker to use the drill, even though it's bad, but it still works. Stop tweaking.
It hurts.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt, I promise.
My phone's aside.
So I'm going to size these to her finger. I'm using the Kiss Precision Nail Glue. I like this stuff pretty good. So this is what I'm using to glue down the tips. And then the tips are just cheap little white tips. Also, a little help if you need it. You can file down the sides of the tips, which can kind of help it fit the sides of the nail a little better. So once you just size the tip down, you just want to use the nail. Oh my gosh, this is like pouring out. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. It just like poured out. Oh my gosh, why is it so liquidy all of a sudden? So I like dropped a little nail glue. Oh my gosh, why is it like pouring out? You just use a little bit on the end of it, and then pop that on the tip of the nail. I was like, why isn't it sticking? Don't you just love them that long? Stop, don't. The nail glue needs to dry. It's pretty sturdy nail glue once it dries, but it's not dry, so be careful.
I feel like a raptor.
Also, a little tip is to never use a nail tip that's too small. If you're in between two sizes, give me your finger, stop. If you're in between two sizes, always go with the bigger one because it will always, stop moving, stop moving. Your nail is going to be crooked. Here's a little pointer. When you're applying your nail tip and you've got the glue on the end of it, I push very hard. That way it really spreads the glue from each angle, I guess, so that way there's no little air pockets.
This is ASMR.
This is not ASMR. Please film your own ASMR video.
I am. That's what I was doing.
After I finish your nails. Some people have those like fancy ones that like fit the C curve, but like as long as you hold the base of where the tip is glued, it won't pop off, so that's fine. We have to figure out how long you want them. So make sure you ask your client, hello client, how long would you like them?
Surprise me.
Oh my gosh. So, oh, she's a little crooked. She's a wee bit crooked. See, now I understand why people have those fancy ones, because these are just not cutting it.
Look at it.
Literally. Okay. Now, that was not working, so I'm using big kitchen scissors, which isn't ideal because they're thick and they could be annoying, but like, just hold the base. I feel like that's... Alright, so now it is time to check the evenness of the nails. Could you like... So you can't really see, but we just gonna check them right here. You want to line the cuticles up, so those are actually pretty good. Lay them on top of each other. Lay them on top of each other. Lay your thumb on top of each other. You're so dysfunctional. I actually did a good job. What the hey? Lay it on top of each other. Now it's time to shape your nails. So she wants coffin, so we're gonna carefully not cut her skin open. And I'm just gonna...
Sister, careful. Popped it off.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You freaked me out. You thought I did. I'm not. So this is definitely where smaller scissors, not these big ones, would be a lot more ideal. But you can also use nail clippers. I hope I don't mess it up. I don't know how to do coffin. I know how to do stilettos.
Quite the nail tech you are.
Now we're going to go in. You're going to want a preferably coarser file. I'm going to go back and forth between these two and figure out which one works better. But definitely don't like the shape of that one. So you're just going to shape your nails however you please. And you can kind of tell when the tip is a little too big, it's going to go out on the sides. So now is when you can really...
Oh, no.
Now is when you can really fix that. I basically... Can I have your fingers? I need both hands. So I basically got all of them filed down to a decent shape. You don't have to worry about too much now because you are going to need to do a lot more filing once we get the acrylic laid. So we're going to start that. So the acrylic I've been using, this is the... Yitchin. It's like kitchen with a Y. It says a polymer powder. It's a white acrylic powder. Now you're gonna need yourself a little dish. These are the ideal dish. They're like meant for acrylic. But if you don't have one, you can use like you can use a plastic one, but it'll get ruined. But like, it's okay. As long as you don't care, just find something that you don't really care about then.
What is it?
This is the acrylic liquid. Mine I got from Sally's. This is the No Lift Nails acrylic nail liquid. This is a small one. I just got a bigger one in the mail, so that's good. But I'm going to get rid of all of this since it's in my way. Now I'm just going to go back in and buff the nails one last time with our little drill. This is just more so for this part since this stuff is very shiny and smooth. And I mean, the acrylic will still stick to it, but it'll just help a little bit more if you just file it down and give it a quick buff. The next step I like to do is take more acetone or nail polish remover since I don't have any nail dehydrator or nail primer. So this is just going to do that last little cleaning and get rid of any oils so the acrylic can stick very well. Okay, now it's finally time to start doing the actual acrylic. So we've got our acrylic ready. So I just go in. I like to clean my brush first and just kind of soak it. I hope there's no color. Oh, there's blue paint on this. See, this is where we're giving it a quick clean because my sister, this is one of her painting brushes and I'm totally snatching it. Just gonna flatten the brush. Now I'm going to, you can kind of see the liquid over here in the powder. Wait till the acrylic fully soaks the bead. Quick, I need a nail, it's about to fall. Then we're gonna apply, oh my gosh, apply that bead. And
it's
then,
too liquidy.
Yeah, you think? Just continually. I think I just grabbed way too much acrylic. So taking liquid to really clean up the cuticle area. And then that was not a good first demonstration. Now, the next one, we're going to use a smaller bead because smaller beads are a lot easier to manage. So I'm just gonna take a quick little bead. But there's a little unevenness on this side that I'm just using that little bead to fix and smooth. Do you like white nails?
No.
Oh, Kenna does. That's why I'm like, if you take off your nail polish, you're going to be left with like a good like white nail. So I am starting to notice though that this white is definitely more difficult to manage. It's kind of not wanting to agree with me. If you're struggling to get a nail smooth, you can literally like not soak your brush, but get your brush kind of wet, and then it'll just smooth over the acrylic and just kind of smooth it out. So now I'm going on to the next one. And we really don't need our... So I'm starting to notice that this specific white acrylic is like not... It's very, very runny. So I want to keep my bead very controlled. And I also want to keep my brush very not wet. So we finished the acrylic, and as you can tell, some of the nails have a little bit of a bump on them. So this is where the filing comes in handy, especially if you're not the best at the actual acrylic application. So I'm going back and forth between all of these tools right here to buff, file, drill, all of the above. And so I'm just kind of starting off with a file, and now is where you're going to fix all the shapes. And this is where you're really going to shape the nail, and this is where, like, I guess it counts. So I'm filing the nail. So now you can go in and buff. Here's like a little buffing thing. So this nail looks overall pretty smooth. So I can go over with a drill if there's anything else I want to kind of smooth out. And I'm just kind of demonstrating this as if there was a good drill. I mean, this isn't the best drill, so if you're bumpy, this drill's not going to do very much for you. But give me both hands real quick. A comparison. So you can kind of tell, actually you can't really tell, because honestly this is like the good hand and this was the bad hand. So I already fixed the bad hand. But you can kind of tell how they're now shaped, they're smooth, and they look better. This is the hand I filed. Let's turn them this way. Oh, you can't even, yeah, you can kind of see the lumps and bumps are gone. So just keep filing because it takes a while, but in the end it looks so much better. Basically evened out all the nails. She wanted them a little bit shorter, so I cut them all down quite a bit. And now the last step we're gonna do is buff it out real quick with one of these little nail buffing cubes. This is just gonna give it like the max amount of smoothness, and it really doesn't take that much effort. Just a couple little swipes like this, and then sometimes you can run along the edge if you need to fix anything. Now is the time where you need to wash your hands and paint your nails, but she is actually happy with the white, so we're just gonna keep them white. So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, give a thumbs up, comment down below what did you guys think, as well as subscribe to become a beauty and be part of our beautiful world. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!